Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be covering two brand new mods that have just released. That's right, two, not one, but two. So, we have JFD's AEROSTEON and another mod group's Bonapartenykus, I think that's how you say it. So, we're going to start with the Mega Raptor, which is the AEROSTEON. AEROSTEON, I think? Yeah, that's how you say it. So, let's get straight into this. This is a Mega Raptor, and it's not that small. It's not as small as you think it would be. It's a little larger than the Australovenator that was in the game, but it's not right now because it's getting a TLC. And it's quite thick for a Mega Raptor as well. It's like a very short mape, but it's not that small, and it's quite nice, and I like it. For the little bit I've been using it, I like it quite a lot. Its animations are very smooth, and you can tell it's a JFD mod because it looks very similar to their Torvo in terms of the texture and some of the animations. And the tail bouncing, because they like to put tail bouncing on things. Anyway, so let's get straight into this thing's abilities and skins and all that shebang. Right, so let's start with the default skin. Then we've got Antiquus, Australis, Bananaquit, Cucurbita, Duodexium, I think, Leolemus, Natalis, Patersoni, Slatery, Vieri, and Waltery. I don't know where they get these names from, but some of these skins look really nice. I like this one and this one the most. They look very nice. This is more of a realistic one. But those are the skins. Now let's do abilities. Now you can see this thing's got 3 front limb slots. That's quite unique. So, first of all we have Bite, a standard bite which does middling damage, I think, yeah, middling damage. That's an odd way to describe it. Let me sleep so I can change them. Then we've got Galen's Gambit, a weak bite that can only be used outside of combat. Upon hitting your opponent, they will be afflicted with the nails. The nails last for 90 seconds and does not stack, reducing the opponent's attack damage by 20% and bleed heal by 75%. So that's really good, and we're going to take a look at both of these in just a moment. Then we've got Senses. When within 25 meters of a bleeding creature, gain 10% boost of bleed given or multiplied by all bleed-based attacks. So you do more bleed by 10%, I believe, when near a bleeding creature. That's quite good. And Child of Nuceria. While not in a group, you gain 10% increase to your combat weight. That is quite a good sense. I like that one. And yeah, here are the front attacks. So we've got the regular claw, which is Beset, a paired slash that deals light damage. Then we have 8-fold Exsanguination, a low damage barrage of 8 individual slashes, each one multiplying bleed on a target by 20%. So because that's 20% per hit and it hits 8 times, that's 160% if you get all 8 hits. That's really good. Then we've got 8-fold Fray, a high damage barrage of 8 individual slashes that inflict minor bleed. So let's have a look at all of these 3 right now. And as well as the 2 bites. So here is Galen's Gambit. There you go, that's just a nice bite. Here is the non-bleed focused 8-fold attack, so this is the damage one. That looks quite nice. Right, so now we have the bleed one. There we go, here we are. I like that. They're not the same animation, they look similar, but they're not the same. And then we've got Beset. No cooldown on Beset, and it makes a lion sound, I think. That's quite nice. Right, let's have a look at the other arm attacks. So we've got Maim, a paired slash that both gives and lightly multiplies bleed. That's quite nice. Then we've got Ruinous Rampage, slash at your foe, causing high damage and minor bleed. And Sanguine Slash, slash at your foe, causing intense bleeding and minor damage. And then we've got the default bite to look at, which is just called Bite. So, we will start with the bite. There you go, just a quick little bite down. And then we've got the... oh, I forgot these names. Then we've got Sanguine Slash. a nice swipe with the left claw, I think. And then we've got Ruinous Rampage, which is going to be with with the right claw. And the final one is Maim. Okay, just like the default attack, no cooldown, and I think it's just a higher pitch sound. I like it though, it looks nice. I am just quickly going to change the weather and stuff because, you know, it's much nicer to have better weather in the game. Right, so that is all the claw attacks, senses, and bites. Next up we have Metabolism. First of all, we have Hyper Carnivore, able to eat fresh meat. Then we have Skeletal Shredder, able to eat meat and bone, grants 2.5% speed boost. There's no reason not to have that one. Then we've got Hides, Berserker Boost, a 5% boost to speed. Blessed Brass, a 5% boost to your armor. I personally would go for the speed one. Then tail slots, we have Death from Above. Grants a 40% reduction to fall damage while equipped. That's quite good. And then we've got Cardofemoralic Might. Grant a 5% boost to turn radius when in combat while equipped. So that one is also quite nice. I like both of those. They're very useful. Then we've got two voice abilities. The Butcher's Nail gives a 7.5% boost to damage dealt by group members for 50 seconds, lasts up to 45 seconds, and stacks twice. Okay, that's quite good. And because it stacks twice, you can give your group mate 15% more damage for 45 seconds. That is a cool animation, I like that. Let me just type this in, we'll do that again. Oh, it's very mischievous. The sound doesn't sound mischievous, but that animation with the claws, it's like it's trying to play a tiny piano. Let me just clear the cooldowns, there we go. Speed typing. Sit, and let's listen to Bloodthirster. Gives a 7.5% boost to bleed attacks dealt by group members within 100 meters for less for 45 seconds, stacks twice. So, again, if you have two of these, you get 15% more bleed. Right, here we go. Oh god, that is a very different animation. Blood and everything. Okay, we're gonna listen to that one more time. Here we are. I like that, and the blood animation, very nice. Good job, JFD. Let's just quickly get this out the way with. We have the sit, and we have the stand. And you've already seen the sleep, but I'll do it once more just because, and I need to change this weather again. Oh, why is the weather so bad? God. Right, so, there are the sit, sleep, stand up animation. Let's have a look at the trot. That's quite nice. The walk. And the sprint. Ooh, I like that lean forward with the arms. I really do like how this thing holds its arms whilst it sprints. It looks quite nice. And the jump. Oh, what a jump animation. Looks like a movie raptor pouncing. I like that. Right, so now we just have eating, drinking, and sounds for this guy. So let's do some eating with the bones. Some nice digging. Now when this thing eats meat, it's basically this, but it obviously picks up meat and there's a bit of blood splatter. But it's quite nice, I like it. And the drinking animation. There we are. That is quite an aggressive start. And it just gulps down that water. That looks quite nice. I like that. Right, on to the best part of the mod, the voice calls. At least that's my opinion. So, this is the broadcast. Ooh, I like that. Sounds a little similar to Delta Dromius in terms of how deep the voice is. Here's the friendly. I like that. Here's the threaten. Ooh, okay. Let's listen to that again. Okay, it does a very nice hiss. That animation is brilliant. That little jump forwards. Here's the distress call. Ooh, I like that. Here is the regular call. You'd hear this one if you just typed in chat, so keep an eye out for that. And then here's this one. I don't know what this is. Ooh, it's kind of like a menacing stare. A little bit of a rumble on this thing, that's quite nice. And then I believe this is a sniff. Yeah, that's a nice sniff. Then we have a shake. A little yawn as well. And then we've got this one, which is just the same as the friendly call. And that's all of the animations. So, that is this thing done. I've already forgotten its name, I'm not very good at remembering that, but let's log out and we can get straight into the second one, the Bonapartenykus. Oh, and also, if you're wondering subspecies-wise, the Aerosteon here is the default subspecies, then you've got this one, which is, you know, it's got its own description, a variant based on composite Aerosteon, and then this one, a variant based on the original skeletal. They're all of its subspecies, just add those on to the end. Sorry, I forgot those at the start. Right, next up we have the Bonapartenykus. I think that's how you say it. Let's just get the subspecies out the way with. We've got standard, bulky, and slim. Now I believe this is the first mod from this team. I forgot what the team's name is. I'll put it on screen now, just so you can see. But this thing, I like it. It looks different, which is always a good thing. Right, so we have spawned in. This isn't the bite you spawn in with, I just had a look at it. Right, so let's sit, sleep. Ooh, it covers its like nearly its whole body with its tail. I like that, that's very cute. Right, let's have a look at its abilities. So, we have got this bite, poisonous saliva, Swick lick that inflicts poison damage, only works on bleeding targets. Of course you don't spawn with that attack, I just swapped onto it because I wanted to see if it worked. And bite, standard bite that deals medium damage, there we go, put both those two. Senses, nocturnal hunter, gain 50% increased damage, 5% increased movement speed during nighttime. Lone survivor, 10% increased armor and maneuverability when not in a group. And diurnal stalker, I think. Gain 10% increased stamina and 50% decreased water drain during the day. Okay, so both of those, all three of those are quite nice. Excuse me. And I like these, I like the icons. This one's kind of from Elderon, but this one, I like that one. I think that might be from Elderon as well, I'm not sure. But this middle one, Lone Survivor, that looks quite nice. Then we have Metabolism, Omnivore, able to eat insects and berries, moderate food with water drain. Insectivore, able to eat insects, slower food drain. Scavenger, able to eat insects, carry on fish and bones, fast water drain. And Sugar Enthusiast, able to eat insects, berries, fruit, and flower nectar. Flower nectar? I don't know about that. I think that just means flowers. And faster food drain. So there are the diets. Then we've got Hide, Resilient Down, increase bleed, venom and poison healing by 30%. Healing presence, resting or sleeping will increase all group members' healing by 25% within a 10 meter radius, has no effect when in combat. And Dense Plumage, reduces incoming knockback by 40%, bucking drains enemy stamina much more quickly. Okay, that's those three hides, they're quite nice, I like this one. Then Legs, Swift Escape, quick forward boost of speed, and Ripping Kick, lunges forward dealing bleed damage. And then Elastic Ligaments, reduces jump stamina cost and fall damage. Okay. So we'll put Swift Escape on and Ripping Kick. Yeah, I've got a bit of a cold right now because it's winter where I am, and yeah, you can probably start to hear that, so I really apologize. Next up we have Tail Attack. Tail Swoosh deals low damage, and Ruffle Tail. Damage and status effects inflicted to your tail is dramatically reduced. That's basically just Armor Tail, which, you know, a lot of things are basically getting that now. Voice slots, Dreadful Shriek. All enemies within 30 meters deal 20% reduced damage for 15 seconds. That's not bad. That's quite nice actually. I like that attack. So, let's stand up and we can have a look at these abilities. Oh, excuse me. Right, so first of all we have the Bite. It's just a little bite. There you go. I forgot if that's it. Yeah, just medium damage. And next up we have the Lick. Oh god. This thing's tongue is weird. Okay. Yeah, that's odd for an attack. Okay, I guess it does say it uses its tongue. Right. Here is Ripping Kick. Okay. It's just like one of the little raptors, although this thing's legs are really thin. And then here is the Boost of Speed ability. Okay, so it's just like it's like a tail fan from a raptor, and here's the tail attack. Here's the voice ability, which is Dreadful Scream. Yeah, that sounds like I think it would. Doesn't sound bad though. Right, here's the walk animation. Looks quite nice. The trotting animation and the sprint animation. Basically, it just leans more forward the faster you go. Looks quite nice. Right. Also, I like this thing's jump animation as well. Both mods came out, and they have got very nice jump animations. So, let's have a look at its drinking animation. Nice little slurp. This thing's face looks very like... It looks exactly like a real-life bird. They've done a good job with this thing. I don't know how, but it does look very realistic, the face. I think it might be the eyes. I don't know. It looks very nice. But, anyway, let's just get into the rest of it. So, I think it's got sounds and skins to look at. And then I think we're done. So, let's have a look at these skins. First of all, we have Wary, this is the default skin. Then Kestrel, Forest Stalker, Strider, Blueface, Maritime, Ruby Throat, Golden Wind, Melanistic, Freckles, and Blizzard. I really like this one, Strider. That's a really nice skin. I like that one. And finally, the voice buffs. So, here's the broadcast. That's funny. Here is the friendly. Oh, no, sorry. This was the threaten. I did the wrong one. This is the friendly. Does a little tail wag with its head down. I like that. And we'll just do the threaten again. A little hiss with its tongue sticking out, that freaky tongue. It's like an anteater's tongue. Here's the distress call. That little squeak. Let's do it again. Oh, that's cute. Here's the regular call, which you'd hear if you typed in chat. Okay, sounds nice. Here is a stretch, I think. Oh, no, it's a little shake instead. Oh, and a big yawn with that huge tongue. And then here is a scratch, I think. Yeah, little head scratch. Looks nice. Then we've got this one. Oh my god, they gave it a dance. That's brilliant. I'm gonna do that again. It's a little dance. I like that. Can tell a lot of people are gonna be sat in IC doing that. Here's the shake, or yeah, shake. Oh, it rolls over. And, oh, that's really cool. I like that. It rolls over on its back. However, I do have one question. What happens if I... Okay, so walking does bug it out a little bit, but at least you don't roll around on your back whilst walking. That's quite nice, at least. So, we'll just do this one. This one's just a friendly call. Yeah, you guys know that by now. But, yeah, that's both of these mods finished. So, I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, make sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you feel like it. It really does help me out a ton, and I like reading them. Anyway, so, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and enjoy playing these two mods in Pop. I'm gonna be going elsewhere now. Goodbye.